Wow, okay. For some reason, it just did not... Like, there's no, like, visual indicator that I should be able to get up here, in my opinion. This is bad design. That's why I was confused. Because I could not get up here, and, like, you know, the way these meet, the way those intersect, like, that's a lower, like, ledge. Pretty sure I could not... Actually, could I turn around and do it? That'd be funny. Okay, I can. I don't know, it's just... looking at this from the front, it's just like... Okay, if I can't... Wow, that didn't look jumpable! You know what I was expecting? I was expecting there to be some, like, glowy indicator of being able to jump up there, and then I would be like, oh, okay, I could just jump up there. Can I just... Wow, I need to try to jump on things before I decide they're jumpable in this game, then. There's really a lot of unclearness as to what's jumpable and not in this game. Good to know. Alright, well, now that that embarrassment is over, whoops, let's continue. Oh, yeah, this is just one of those moments where I just get really dense about things that are really simple to me after I realize what the hell was up. It did not look jumpable to me. I just need to decide that just because I think it isn't jumpable, I should try. At least once, you know what I mean? I just didn't think to try because it didn't look jumpable. I don't know. Anyway, I hope anyone else had that issue. If you did, please tell me. That would make me feel better. Anyway, moving on, friends. Wholesome Dergon be wholesome. That's what I do. This game is fun. A shit motherfucker. I love this freaking song. Very much. The song's really good. I love this game's soundtrack a whole fucking ton. By the way, apologize for all the weird lag on my card, but I think I've told you guys before. I don't know if I've done it in this playthrough, but in past ones I've said that capture card's a bit wonky. Oh well. Anyway.
What's that? Focus.
Wait. Wee.
That building just screams suspicious. Think that's our shrine of sun?
If it is, then perhaps the orb is inside. Let's take a closer look.
Indeed. I love progressing rather than not progressing. Feels good, man. By the way, I'm just gonna for a moment. Okay, let's go. Let's play some more Yusuke. I want to get used to not accidentally doing this way too much. The delay on that feels like a bit of a problem. Like, there shouldn't be so much delay on any move in an action game, but it's all about using it at the right time and at the right angle. I know that, but still, or like, you know, at the right angle meaning facing the right way. I know that, but it just feels like weird to me. Maybe I'll get, I guarantee you almost I will get used to it as time goes. Anyway, I love how you see all your people jumping around on all these jumpable objects. All your other Phantom Thieves. I really enjoy that touch. It really just adds to the badassery of going through these places. They really use this game to characterize everyone in, like, the Phantom Thieves aesthetic. I don't know if characterize the aesthetic is the right phrase to use to describe what I mean there, but I just really like, there's, you know, the Phantom Thieves flavor. There's things they did with this game that they probably could not do with Royal that really just make you feel more like the Phantom Thieves to me. Like, you know, being badass and sneaking through places and stuff and stealing jewels. In fact, even though this game doesn't have treasures, there's more stuff to steal to progress in this game. I like that touch. And we're dealing with things that are like treasures, but aren't treasures. Aren't quite, so it's really the same thing. Like, again, you have to steal a bunch of things to progress in this game. That wasn't really the case before. You know, you usually steal the one big thing. And you didn't have to steal things to progress most of the time. You could just steal things around for loot, right? But in this game, you're having to steal things to progress, and I actually really like that. You know, it really just adds to the, again, thiefy flavor. What? The lights went off. Wait, is that a shot? Actually, she probably she voice acted that, right?
It's just as the novel
Whoopsie.
said. The orb is a symbol of the sun. Remove it, and the light fades.
There's a lot more voice acting in this. In fact, has there been any non-voice acted dialogue in this game? I don't remember. I feel like there's definitely less overall than 5, but 5 Royal is a much larger game than 5 itself was too, so that makes sense.
Once that happens, warriors will appear to prevent its theft.
Then that means...
Let's do it, fiends.
Yes, this seems par for the course.
Why didn't you tell us this earlier? Still coming. Don't overdo it.
Way! Truth keeping.
Wait, the physical attacks won't work.
Will not miss.
Physical attacks won't work, meaning
Prepare yourself!
Buck's got a clean hit. Keep up the good work.
All yours. I'll do it.
let's see, what are they weak to? Hold on. The fire and wind, so do you have fire or wind people here? In our selection of personas?
Pixie! Jack-o'-lantern! Silky! Wapo!
There we go. Yeah, feels good, man. Yeah, I'm getting more a hang of these mechanics, and I think it is also partly due to just my deliberate getting better at Vigigams thing. Wee! Flippy! Boy!
We've got the sun we need. All that's left is to find the rain. It said something about a land of rain, right? Let's keep looking.
Indeed, let's. I love the party banter. That also keeps the action going by allowing you to play while it's happening, instead of in Persona 5 where party banter is long scenes of just talking, which I love for the the characterization, but I like how, again, as it should, there's not as many points where this game just gives you exposition. It never just gives you exposition in these. These cutscenes are much shorter than I remember the majority of P5 itself is. And I think this pacing is better in this game. Now, granted, this is an action game. Persona 5 was a JRPG. But regardless of being a JRPG or not, and I know I am not even close to alone on this sentiment, a lot of JRPGs, a lot of people say that they're just too slow. They need to be sped up. Like, it's like this fundamental design flaw that they all do, where they just drag things out too much. Or not they all do, but a lot of games, and Persona 5 is a huge example of this too. Where if you've played Persona 5, you know what I mean. It just drags out too much. This game, I don't think it does. I feel like for an action game, probably a lot of the cutscenes would drag out to a lot of people. Now, I'm not really complaining. I want to absorb all the juicy story. But I'm also kind of half complaining, frankly, because I don't know. I just feel like sometimes things are too long and I want to get on with things, I guess. But, regardless, it's not really a big deal anyway. I love these games. Regardless.
Hey, you're that jerk from earlier. Oh, right. Doma.
Doma! I am Doma of the fearsome Thor!
Hey, Makoto, misnaming people isn't your shtick. Is that actually the shtick of any of the characters in this game? I wonder if that's like a Japanese pun or something. Or maybe she just doesn't care about his name and, enough to remember it. Maybe that's the joke. But I'm pretty sure that's a joke of some kind. Either way, it is pretty funny to me.
Are you the one who brought us here?
That is my duty. I am tasked with bestowing our master's trials upon the chosen hero. In addition, I've also been entrusted with protecting this sacred land. If the orb of rain is what you seek, then you'll have to defeat me.
I love how all of your lines can be generic. No, let's actually be cool and not overly cheesy and just be like, bring it.
Yeah, bring it, poor boy. The chosen heroes are gonna take you down. The enemy's no pushover. Target its weakness to win. Damn! What was that moment?
Hell, done!
game's still very chaotic and I don't really know what's going on, but I don't need to because my muscle memory has now, you know, figured out what to do. I feel like I subconsciously know how to play this game, but I consciously don't. Anyone else get like that with these kind of games? Anyway.
Be careful out there!
Oh man, I love these epic guitar solo points and the freaking... Except the show's not quite... Actually, yeah, it is! That was perfect timing. Sexy!
Did we get him for good this time?
So you've come this far. Well done, chosen heroes. But I was but the weakest of the fearsome.
This whole... I love how this arc is really just... How cringe and corny can we make this as probably a commentary on, like, cringe and corny animes and mangas and etc. and light novels probably is the joke here in general, is Japanese light novels. Anywho.
Give me a break. It's the next guy's job to tell us that.
But if you think it's something else, let me know, friends. And if you, like, have insights into the culture and the reasons why that I haven't gotten, I'd like to also read those into comments, friendos.
My fellow fearsome foe will surely make you suffer.
Indeed.
The heck was that all about?
It was about being overdramatic and dumb and stupid and contrived and other things that are, you know, obviously bad writing, because that's a joke about this guy in this place.
Whatever it was. We can keep going now. Let's find that orb.
Oh, right.
You can tell it was recorded all over the place, literally, like all over the world, except, well, all over America at least, except for, you know, or instead of, I mean, the actual studio. So now that we've defeated Doma, I love how no one can remember his name. It's Doma. It's simple, people. I'm sure it's a joke. I'm sure they just don't give a shit enough. They care so little about this place and the characters and the story, and I think that's the joke, is he's written it so bad that why would you even care about the characters, you know? And the only reason he's famous is because of all this basically freaking indoctrination he's doing. And I keep wanting to use that word because I'm a huge Mass Effect fan, and if you dig far enough back in my channel, there's 2 Let's Plays that make it very clear, and also, I'm really, really hype about Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I already pre-ordered it. I'm going to be putting it on the channel, absolutely, friends. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to redo those 2 Let's Plays and also finally add Mass Effect 3 onto there for, like, my canon, this is what my Shepard did thing. Which is something I think that's just an absolute joy to do with Mass Effect. It's just I haven't gotten the chance yet, because I essentially needed a reason outside of myself to work on it. But at the same time, a reason outside of myself that also connects to what I love. And, you know, my passions and everything. And I think that's the key to, at least for someone like me, to have a career, because I'm finally getting somewhere where I want to work on things. Oh, they're working again. And there's one nearby, too. Perfect. Now we can head back to the real world and stock up on supplies and stuff if we need. I wouldn't be surprised if something like this happened again. Might be a good idea to prep some more, just be on the safe side. On the safe side. Haki. Wee! Jumpy Durgan! Wee!
I see. Is this what they call rain?
Yep, the rain thing, yep.
It just started pouring all of a sudden. Maybe this is the place we're looking for.
Hopefully.
It certainly matches the Land of Rain moniker. No doubt the orb is somewhere nearby.
Indeed, yeah.
What's that?
Ooh, what's that?
Sure looks suspicious. That's our target?
It could be a trap. But we don't have any other choice. Don't let your guard down.
Oh boy.
Sensing what feels like treasure.
Hello there, treasure demon.
There! Is that Jewel alive?
Aha, yep, hello. Treasure demon for sure.
It's a treasure demon. Get it before it escapes.
Couldn't they all have recognized it by now too? It feels a bit out of character that only Morgana got what it was. Come on, it's easily recognizable. Maybe that's mostly for, I don't know, they need a reason to say it that's like, hey, everyone should have seen it. I don't know. I think it's just for like people that have never played 5, which I don't really know if that's a good way to do that. Yeah, oh well.
They're a rare type of shadow we sometimes see in the metaverse. We call them treasure demons. Taking one down can net you all kinds of great rewards. See, be sure to remember these treasure demons.
Die.
So if we see one, we should try to defeat it like the one just now? Well, they're quick to run away though, so you gotta be careful.
Okay. Treasure demons. Treasure demons are special shadows that lurk within jails. If you can defeat one, it will drop a valuable item. When a battle begins, a time limit will be displayed. Okay, so that's the gimmick about these. Okay. You gotta catch it first, just like in the, looks like in 5 as well, like in the original game. When time runs out, the treasure demon will escape, strike its weakness to draw out the main body, then strike it down as quickly as possible. Treasure demons tend to appear more often as you continue exploring or battling, or by keeping the security level high. Be on the lookout for treasure demons as you explore the metaverse, which, you know, that's how it worked before, keeping the security level high. It wasn't quite continuing exploring, but considering the fact that this game you can get in and out a lot quicker, it makes a lot of sense that that's also a contingency for getting them to spawn more. Getting another one of those scary readings. I really don't recommend going over there. You mean that scary shadow we found before? There's another one? What's it called, Joker? Yeah, it's right called, we can beat it. You wanna hold up? Yeah, well, I mean, I've been getting pretty lucky, but that's the thing. I feel like that's gonna be way harder than everything else we faced in here. I don't want to risk it right now. So, like, if it's literally being, like, you know, touted like that, it might be like those first few fights. Say, I need to find I'm gonna find a save spot before I go to that thing. Forget. Party members effectively forget blah blah bloody bleedy bloody blah blah. Yep. I'm pretty sure I should have seen all of them before, but maybe not. I literally don't care. Like, usually you can cure it in a pretty obvious way, especially if you know what items from E21 did and you can read them. And usually it has something to do with stick twiddling, or maybe it's usually something else. I think, again, it's just for people that have not played 5, which is smart, just in case people have not played 5 ever play this game, which I would not recommend at all. There's a lot more you get out of this, especially in value of, oh, cool, character progression and more of my favorite characters, you know. So, yeah. I absolutely would not suggest you play this before 5 at all. Anyway. Okay, let's try. Nope, not yet. Okay, there's the rain shrine itself, but I'm looking for... There must be a save spot here. It feels odd that I haven't seen one yet. Please... I'm guessing... Okay, does this loop back around, or does this go to a new place? I'm gonna go to a save spot before I go back and try to fight that thing. That's my plan right now.
Focus. What's that? Focus. What's that?
This is our chance. Want to give him a last surprise?
Now let's... If he was gonna notice me.
All will fall to my blade. Finish him off.
Feels got back.
Someone...
Wee, jump beater again. Yay! Very nice, Makoto. I love you. Justice Servant D. God, I love that. God, I love Terby Lee and her badassery.
Yeah, new move.
I love her so much. In this game, in Cyberpunk 2077, is V. In Fire Emblem Three Houses is Rhea, even though I really don't like Rhea as a character. She's a badass, but everything she does is so inexcusable to me that I actually hate her, even though she's a badass, and that's my thing, is badass females. And also, it doesn't help that she's ultimately a villain. Normally, if a character's ultimately a villain, it doesn't really care how much I might like them. I usually cannot like villains. I don't know. Maybe I'll get over that. Because I know there's a lot of people that are not like that at all. It's just like, if you're against the people that I'm going on this journey with, I just don't want to like you, period. Like, why would you like that person that's antagonizing these people that you're sharing a journey with? How could you like them? I don't know. That's just me, though. I just get very attached to my characters, and that's just how I enjoy these games. So, but maybe I can learn to appreciate villains more in the future. I hope to. Especially now that I'm going to really dive more into games for this channel. Because again, I need an outside reason other than myself to play the heck out of games or do anything that requires much effort. And I know I sound really lazy when I say that, but it's more like I have a lot of issues that make it very hard for me to concentrate into, you know, anxiety and and ADHD and all sorts of things. It's very difficult for me to put the same amount of effort to things, to a degree anyway. Although, you know, I practice something enough, and, you know, it's just the getting to that point where I practice it enough, though, is the issue, you know. But, you know, I get there, and then I'm able to keep going, like with making these videos. Feels Gucci. And also playing more games in general. Good.
Not clear.
I bet there is a save point over here. Let's just kill this thing. In fact, that's a save point, isn't it? No, that's just the shiny thing, huh? Either way, let's just fucking do it. Die. Let's hope to God that I can even do this. Either way. This is maybe a dumb idea. Okay, yeah, it was definitely a dumb idea. I'm gonna let myself die here and just take the loss. I was not prepared. That was a really gung-ho dumb move of me. Okay. Definitely a reason. Okay, it's definitely like a mini-boss, like a challenge boss kind of thing. I like the addition of them. But yeah, one of these days. Later, not now.
Shit. I can't move.
Okay, yeah, no, do not retry last battle. Last checkpoint, please, and thank you, God. Alright, now let's do the rain thing, because that'll probably actually be easy, comparatively. Wait.
Try not to do anything careless.
Oh my God, what? Hold on. Okay, let's really quickly, now that I know where to go, let's do that. I'll actually see you guys back when I'm back at that place. Because, I hadn't been to another save point since then, so I should have figured. Whoops.